of reproduction. It is a type of a reproduction where a fusion of a male and female gametes takes place. Either it may be of the same organism or a different organism of the opposite sex. Well, the thing we have to notice in a sexual reproduction is, though the organisms which involve sexual reproduction are morphologically and genetically different, but the mode of sexual reproduction or the pattern of sexual reproduction remains the same. And the thing is, for instance, each and every organism in its life goes or passes through the three phases in life. They are called as the phases of life, and they are the juvenile phase, reproductive phase, and the last one is senescent phase. Well, we'll study it detail. The first one is the juvenile phase, where it means it is the growth of an organism immediately after the birth of it in the life, or we can say that it is the growth after the birth till it reaches the capability of reproducing, and it is characterized by the height in case of the animals, and in case of plants, the emergence of a new leaves. This is how the juvenile phase is identified in case of the plants. In case of plants, we use the word vegetative phase. In the sense, for juvenile phase, we call it as the vegetative phase in case of the plants. And next, moving on to the reproductive phase, this is the phase where each and every organism reaches the capability of reproducing its own offsprings. And the thing we have to notice is, in case of the human beings, the juvenile phase lasts for the 13 to 16 years in case of females and 13 to 15 years in case of males. And in plant, for example, you can take mango plant, it remains in vegetative phase for 3 to 5 years. And coming to reproductive phase, where the plants like mango and roses, they do breed. And here we have to notice that the plants which are annual and biannual. Here, the thing what happens is, in case of annual, these three phases will occur in a single year. And in case of biannual, in case of the biannual plants, these three stages or these three phases occur in 2 years. For annual plants like maize, wheat, and biannual like we can take carrot. And the thing we have to notice is some interesting facts is, the plants like bamboo or the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree, it flowers once in a 50 or 100 years. It produces flowers and it produces numerous fruits and it die off. And one more flower which is similar to the bamboo trees, that is Strobilanthes kuntiana. We call it as Neelakurunji. Even this plant is also, it produces flowers only once in a 12 years. This is how the plants breed. And some plants breed seasonally and some plants breed continuously. Like how in the case of animals also, some animals breed seasonally. In case of wild animals, and you can take for instance sheep. They do breed in the season of spring. And coming to the human beings mean female human beings and some other animals like dogs, they will be continuous breeders. So we call the word continuous breeders and seasonal breeders, where in case of the plants like roses and hibiscus, they grow or they reproduce throughout their life. This is how the reproduction phase occurs. Well, the thing we have to notice is that in case of all the placental female mammals, they may be primates or non-primates, they do undergo through some cyclic changes that may be occurring in a physiological or in the internal activities. Like in case of the placental mammals like we the human beings, in females menstrual cycles occur, which goes us with the changes or activities with related to the ovaries and accessory ducts and some of the hormones. We call it as menstrual cycle in case of the primates and oestrus cycle in case of the non-primates. These cycles stops when a female organism gets pregnant, and again it resumes when a female organism give birth to its offspring. This is how the reproductive phase takes place in each and every organism. And in case next phase is, that is senescent phase, which is the end of the reproductive phase and beginning of the old age. This senescent phase is also called as old age phase, where each and every organism slowly gets old, or they grow old and old. They loses the capability of reproducing, and the characteristic of senility is seen in the organism, and also the metabolism of each and every organism gets very low, and it ultimately leads to the death of each and every organism. So these are the three phases where the organism gets throughout or passes through one's life. The changes which occurs in these three phases are characteristic, or they are maintained by the hormones of our body and some of the environmental factors. So the hormones and some of the environmental factors play a vital role in the life of each and every organism in order to pass through these three phases. And in the next video, let me come with some more aspects regarding the sexual reproduction. Well, have a good day and enjoy your day. If you like my video, please do subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye bye.